Hello everybody and welcome to Learn Dota 2 League Season 19, Week 2. Today, we're taking another look at Crypt1c, the Cryptic team, taking on Razzle Dazzle, the normally BlueJay team, currently lacking BlueJay. With me here today is Platinum. What's going on, Plat? I think I played one game with you and I don't think you liked me very much. So weird that you're here.
Honestly, knowing Plat, I don't think he gave a shit, per se. It's not that he didn't like you. It's just a quiet person.
Who? They're talking about some guy in chat. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. No one knows indeed.
You know what, actually, I'm gonna just, this is like crazy talk,
10 seconds remaining.
We don't need to hear about, like, your hallucinations or whatever. You're like...
You should make me a mod just because it's funny.
Yeah, sure, why not? You're in here weekly for this anyway. The last person I modded, I never talked to them again right after I did that, so if you can do better than that, there you go.
That's true. Was that after that?
Dire team ban.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like less than a day later. Like a few hours later, yeah. It was a real gut punch, but we won't get into that.
5 seconds remaining.
So, Quap gone, ET gone, more Brion, Slander here. Going after Brion, knocking out the Lich. Just don't want to... If you're not first pick, you probably just ban the Lich, I think, this season. Again, just a full barrage of Cryptic on the other side. Again, I don't know! I don't know, bro! I don't... It didn't work. Like... Cryptic ended up on a hero he was fine with anyway. I think, oh yeah, that is a Trist arrow ban. Yeah. Not too surprising you saw that happen. He used to be a pretty regular player here, and you used to see that pretty regularly as well. Witch Doctor and Ogre bans for him. There you go, the big respect. And, here comes the Clockwork. He's running that back on the other side this time. I'm going to show Brion how it's done.
He forgot to stream on Discord again.
Son of a bitch. No, I didn't. Click on my avatar.
Oh, is it that? Yeah, that thing again. There we go.
See, you're griefing me everywhere today. Can't believe this.
Well, apparently. Whoops. My bad.
Can't believe you. I wonder why they banned DK. Good question. After that, I would be a little surprised they let DK through again without at least counterpicking. Because I don't think it really got answered last time. They didn't really pick, like they had the pick for it in the Alchemist, but the Alchemist had like an asterisk. The Alchemist had a requirement on it. You know, you couldn't. It wouldn't just happen out of the box. So they had an asterisk on it, and like nobody else really answered it. So. I think maybe if you get, like, a team of like the Trash Boat team, they're just gonna pick the Viper into it, right? Like they're not gonna worry about that. Even now, that still sucks for DK. It's not as bad as it used to be. I don't think innates ever break, but
Radiant team pick.
they banned the crappy Troll Warlord again. Okay. Interestingly, banned out the Jug. Which again is a good Crem hero, but is also a very good Lads hero, so they're kind of boxing themselves in. I get that it's the most played carry, but it's like, it's so bad that it's if it's your most played hero, you're still gonna have, like, you're still gonna do pretty bad on it, I think. Like, it is, like, unplayable right now, I think. It already had the Clockwork, too, that's already, like, incredibly unappetizing to play into as Troll.
Dire team pick.
And that's like even worse, so even if Troll Warlord was good, I would still hesitate to pick him here, but he's very far from that right now.
Seconds remaining.
You're always starting the back foot, I think, when you're picking as like a carry, and you're already gonna have to sweat the support line. I don't mean like like, oh, they might be annoying. Like, I mean, really slow. Like, if you're picking a P1 and it's like, this clockwork that's already on the board can ruin my fights. You know what I mean? I feel like you're always starting on the back foot doing that. I don't think you necessarily want to do that here.
Dire team pick.
Running back the Rubik, not a bad idea. I felt like it was the biggest hero for this team the last lineup. I like the Dark Willow in the capacity that I think is just a hero that does a lot of good with a little and is going to do well no matter kind of how the game is going, as opposed to Clockwork, which is a hero that doesn't really do anything for you, I think, when you're sufficiently down.
5 seconds remaining.
Rubik is only good because he could be a dragon, not even this game. You know
Well, he
what?
could also be a zombie, sir.
Could be a... No, he can't this game.
He could
Yeah,
last
yeah.
game, is what I'm saying.
Oh, last game. Yeah.
Lifestealer up. Not a bad Lifestealer game. I sweat a little bit how early it's picked, considering there hasn't really been any screening for it.
5
Like,
seconds
Lifestealer's good into these guys, a little bit. I don't think he's that great into the Clockwork. Lifestealer's good into these guys, but, like, Lifestealer's good into, like, most supports. There aren't that many that you cringe picking the Lifestealer into. I just don't... I don't think I like ever seeing this hero without at least one core. Like, you want to know at least either your lane matchup or your one-to-one matchup. Because I think, even if the hero is good, there's just a lot of these one-to-one matchups you just don't want to play as this guy. Like, ever. It does make one question why they decided to ban the DK again, though, if they were going to go with this. Because I think that makes DK pretty unplayable.
Radiant team pick.
Maybe it was a last-second decision. Get the Dawnbreaker out again. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't have rather banned Dawnbreaker than any of the guys that did get banned, so it's
10
fine.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Not the worst for Lifestealer. I think it's kind of a neutral matchup. Like, it's not really good for either side. You're just kind of there. A little bit better for Lifestealer than the Dawn, but, like, not by much. And Dawn can just kind of disengage from him really easily at, like, pretty much any point. So, you know, it's a nothing-happening matchup.
Dire team pick.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a game, Laz, because you don't have any more.
Yeah.
This happens to this guy every week. The game 2, it happened to him. Game 2, it happened to
It's
him.
not that bad. If you buy the eggs, PA kind of, you just jump inside the PA and she can't egg anyone for 5 full seconds, which is pretty fucking bad for her. And it works through BKB too, so she jumps, you clicks BKB, you eggs, ult her, and then she just gets stuck there doing nothing for 5 seconds.
I mean, I think against most heroes that would be awesome, but for PA it is a little rough. I've actually played that exact scenario before, and here's one thing that happens to you a lot. PA blinks to somebody on her second line, like the hero is going to be this game, for example, and just throws knives for a second. Okay, that's a good response.
Yeah. PA at all stages of the game kills herself to blade mail. It's kind of funny to watch, and I hate it as a PA player.
But you can manipulate that Lifestealer eggs. It's really scary the first time it happens to you, but I think the second time it happens to you, once you're ready for it, I think it's easier to manipulate the Lifestealer eggs than it is for it to negatively impact you. But having to play into the egg, so that sucks. That kind of gives Lifestealer his game back, so it's not quite as bad as like that ungodly Wraith King game week 1.
Radiant team ban.
Could be worse, yeah, that's true.
Dire team ban.
No Viper. They're gonna pick DK anyway. They're gonna ignore the ban.
Wait, that was banned. Not anymore. That's what the team should be able to do. Just repeal one ban.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Dota players making unban requests.
You have to
5
write a
seconds
letter to
remaining.
Gabe explaining why you want it, though.
Yep.
and he has to like accept it. You have to convince him or Ice Frog. You get the choice.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, this is such a good Axe game too, on the face of it. I think there's a very, even though it, even with the Axe to screen
Dire
him,
team pick.
very sad.
Cowboy's gotta play PSD Sunday. It's not even Sunday. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's true. He's got to go play PST Wednesday, I assume.
No, he said PSD Sunday. It's probably a delayed game.
Oh yeah, it could be that. No, it was indeed
no,
just
it is
PSD Wednesday. That's what I figured it was. He just
10
meant the other
seconds
one.
remaining.
He just meant the
Yeah,
actual
it's-
day it was.
By the way, Cowboy, what you heard this stream, you are not allowed to tell anyone.
Nobody.
Deal. It's fine.
Yeah. And the pool is also here, but I think he fell asleep or something.
You don't know. That's correct.
Exactly.
You are correct.
You don't know what we're talking about. This is I think even with the axe to screen for it, it is still a pretty rough life stealer game, but the upside is I do feel like this is a situation where, especially if you get like a carry orient, like a more scaling 2, it really doesn't matter. Like if you get somebody on 2 who
honestly,
scales, the axe
If
can
they
just
didn't
kind of,
ban the Lena, then the Lena would have been really good this game.
yeah. The axe can run away with the game for a long time, I think, and because this looks like such a baller axe game, there's not really many good things against him left.
I was just gonna say, you don't even need to play the axe active. You can, you could play the axe reactively. So like the PA jumps the lifestealer first, and just have the lifestealer in front of everyone, and then have the axe only play the game once the enemies do things.
Yeah,
10
and so far, it is
enemy.
definitely on the onus. That might change the last bit, but it's definitely on the onus for the
remaining.
Radiant to do that. There's nothing that makes. There's nothing so far that needs the axe to go first. I really like that OD pick. It doesn't scale great, but I think it scales fine enough for this. I
Honestly,
think.
that hero scales incredibly well right now with the eggs.
Oh, there you go.
It
So
becomes
apparently it does
impossible.
scale.
It becomes impossible to kill in the uber late game. You just gain a 3,000 health shield out of your ass.
But it's going to be ready for a twist. I hope so.
Space Cowboy, did you pick Meebo? If you picked
It
Meebo,
did-
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Space Cowboy, did you not pick anything and just get randomed? Okay.
No.
Drow Ranger,
Drow.
huh?
Is this a support PA, or is this like a mid? What have you done? Space Cowboy, Offline Dawnbreaker, in the pool PA. This is the mid
This
PA.
is ridiculously
Against-
greedy. That
No,
is so greedy. I don't like that into Axe either. What the hell? It's not even good.
No, it's not. What have you done?
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen and keep talking about the OD pick. I think it's perfect. I think that's a really good pick here. It really helps you fill in for the weaknesses that the Lifestealer has. It
Honestly, it just makes the OD better, because the
Yeah.
OD just steals mana and then one-shots the Drow with an ultimate randomly. You couldn't even aim at the Drow and kill the Drow.
we were cooking. You don't always have to cook on high, Space Cowboy. You can turn the oven down a little bit. Because I
Yeah.
think that might be a little burnt. This looks
Or you
crispy.
In this case, you could turn the oven off.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, maybe just go for takeout next time when you're picking
Yeah.
shit like this. Oh, mamma mia, this is like lava. Is lava good at axe?
Yes.
He has to change his pants now. That's why we're having to wait so long to get into this game. This is like the best axe game ever. I'd kill to be in this game where he is. Like, this is gonna be so good. It's still gonna be on execution. That doesn't mean, all that being said, that it's just going to naturally just go bell to bell, just being awesome. He still has to actually do it. But this is like a major outdraft on the part of the BlueJay lineup. Like, it goes really well together. I think it answers the team really well, and most importantly, perhaps it's just a simpler execution than last time around. I think the only real hitch is like the timing on the Lifestealer Infest. I think that's like it. Like, there's nothing... It's a complicated...
Prepare for
Odie is a hero that's complicated on the surface of it. But in reality, it's really not rocket science outside of just not griefing your team with Astral, right? Like,
I'll be back.
goodbye. You know, what you do in a fight is pretty simple, pretty standard. You get mana, you ult the important person, that's it. Axe can do a lot on his own. He has taken the one-man army as traditional right now. Axe can do a lot on his own, and is another hero that's just, you know, you do kind of one thing with a hero. You do one thing. You just, as long as you know what the timing on that one thing is, as long as you know when, where, why to do that one thing, you got a lot going on. Willow is going to have impact no matter what she's doing. Dark Ace, very good Rubik, so, you know, that's going to come out well. Like, I think this is a much better looking comp for this team in a lot of ways. I think this is what you need more with this lineup. So I definitely have high hopes for them this time. Though I still gotta say, gotta point it out. Princess E. coli outbreak on Lads' head. They're gonna go on Cryptic here. Oh, Lads is in the wrong part of town. Really does not have the right skill to be doing this. Good blood grenade on the part of Brion is gonna split this nonsense up. Way to go, 2 for 2 on the runes. Kitty is going to take a small toll from the Dawnbreaker, moving back out. As Drow is going to man-fight the Rubik, who kind of waits a little bit for some reason to pop his W there. I think that would have been a little bit better if he did it earlier. Maybe it was on cooldown. Oh well. Very good start for Razzle Dazzle, I think. And we have a very calm opening to our lane phase. Oh. Axe getting the blood grenade thrown at him. He's actually going to lose most of his HP here to that. It's definitely not going to be to his best interest to try and just trade with the Jakiro all day. Look at how much regen this man has. 3 mangoes, 5 tangos. This guy is going to live forever. So you definitely don't want to be dropping all your trades on him. Okay, I mean... Nah, never mind. Crim, though, is a little bit more vulnerable. It's actually going to die anyway. Nope, just barely not going to. Crim's a little bit more vulnerable, especially to your Jakiro, so do keep that in mind. You know, sure, Jakiro is going to be able to share the tangos, but he's not going to be able to share the HP, the passive HP region that the mangoes give him. Cristero gonna take a fall here. Okay, good start for the lad of lads. Oh my god, is he gonna get 2? Quick, lads, level something! Oh no, if he leveled open wounds, he would have got that. Oh, that kind of sucks to see.
Just as well.
And meanwhile, the other side of the coin. Yeah, Rubik just overtrades here and takes a spell for it. I don't know if they've realized yet exactly how much Jakiro. Yeah, he's buying even more regen here. Picks himself up a stick, picks himself up a magic wand. Space Cowboy didn't die, but he is being a little risk-taking here. Coming back in lane pretty low. Had to get a new set of tangos, but I mean, it's Life Stealer. He'll gladly part you from that HP. Pretty short order. Clockwork takes about a third of his health there in one shot. Isn't much at this point. Kitty. Oh no, my kitty just put a creep in jail. Absolutely griefing there. Pretty low amount of lasts just across the board so far. I think all lanes are right now more effective at opposing each other than actually like getting anything really done. Life Stealer's in a better situation than he looks just because of that kill he got on the Clockwork. I don't believe Drow got the killing. Oh no, she did. So Boswell's are in a slightly better position than they look, but not much better. Dang. Having a hard time competing with this Dawnbreaker. Doesn't have a Quelling Blade even. For these last hits. OD very low because of that whole gaff, unfortunately. Axe taking it to Crumb. Taking it to the Drow Ranger.
Radiant's courier has been.
You know, this whole time I've been thinking about this in the context of, oh, you know, Drow is the mid. No, it's actually PA mid. Crazy part is she's completely working. That misplay didn't do very well, unfortunately. Did not make things very good for OD. Oh man, Dark Ace just took a lot of punishment in a little time. But as a Sav just knocks that right off. Drow Saved in Kind is going to walk in front of the Axe, but no mana, or actually no cooldown on the W. Well, up at top, oh, Manchester walking away from a little encounter with the Dark Willow with a King's Ransom of 17 HP. If he had thrown that Blood Grenade, he would be dead right now. Oh, he misses with his Q? That's pretty sad. Axe goes a little deep in and takes a spill. The Rubik's gonna fall in, or not the Rubik, the Jakiro's gonna fall in time. Krem tries to seal the deal against the Rubik, but using that Gust might have actually cost him there because he did not actually have enough mana left over to Frost Arrow. They are really taking it to poor Space Cowboy here. Really a testament to how easily this hero farms, and that his lane is gone. Oh no. Oh man, he would be dead. He would have been dead. You hate to see it. The poor creeps this game just keep getting skills casted on them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gonna try and dive the OD under tower, the PA here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I could really recommend that course of action. It's going to take several tower shots, so I have a sneaking suspicion that OD probably did not do as much as Kitty was expecting. How did my Ladle lads just die? Just gets put in Clockwork Jail. Put in Clockwork Jail when the Willow was away. And get some phase boots while dead. He probably really wishes he had when he was alive. Really think I would want to see these bracers finished before he gets started on that armlet. This guy can do surprisingly well. This lane is not going that great, you know. This guy can do surprisingly well with stats. You know, just right-clicking people, right? Oh, we just barely got to see Crim in the background get hammered there. Perked Dark Ace up. Everybody just has, like, conjoined fortunes here, except for the Axe. The only hero who's overperforming compared to what the other equivalent person is doing on this team is the Axe is well ahead of where the Dawnbreaker is right now. But that's it. Like, the Drow and the Lifestealer are pretty much neck and neck, though with Drow's downtime, Lifestealer is able to pull up ahead a little bit. You know, Drow kind of died at a more awkward time there, I think, than the, kill on Rubik. There we go. This is a huge little multi-shot, but doesn't quite do it. And she does have the movement trait, so there's that. These guys are going to have to be temporarily a little bit more careful, though Axe does not have any sort of region at the moment, so he is struggling a little bit dealing with these right clicks. it's very old-fashioned to call for the Axe Vanguard, but I think in a game that looks like this, I think I would very much like to have at least some basic amount of regen. He did pull tangos off Courier, but I think like, you know, throwing a health build into these days, still these things, Ring Trask, these things. Yeah, I think one of those two items wouldn't be a bad thing to have, reasonably speaking. The Rubik coming into mid here, looking for a gank, but not really a great avenue or great time. He's just able to harass the BA just a little bit. To this point, I don't think Odie is necessarily going to say no to just anything that's going to give Odie a bit of an advantage here. Zax is going to be able to handle this just fine, especially if the Dark Willow just randomly shows up, because this is going to be a double kill for Axe, who just chops 2 in half thanks to the timely intervention of the Willow here. Lifestealer actually just alone here at top, but nobody cares. Nobody's able to do anything, and I don't really think they would be able to anyway.
18 denies on the lifestealer. That's 18 extra health. Oh yeah, this is just
Beep.
typical OD shit.
Yep. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah.
This match was very tight until like a minute before he left.
Mm.
But then you had a situation where Dark Willow came and ganked bot for a double kill. And
No, I
Rubik
saw that, yeah.
ganked mid for, oh okay, you did see that. That's good. Some good gears, good ult,
Out of mana.
yeah.
Can't get in. He can't hop in anyway.
He is walking around back here. This is not you just don't,
Rubik,
nothing to do
I
here.
think, stole battery assault.
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
Odie? Odie
Here.
almost just takes a very casual spill there. That would have been awkward. Willow coming in on the back here. Uses her ult, but gets nothing really done. He uses both ults to no avail, really. A lot of lads doing what he should have done when he was kind of running around on a circle, which is a camp.
The first ult saved the OD, actually. Otherwise, the PA would have kept chasing him. That was a dog.
Nobody heard that. It didn't happen. Axe only just now thought about doing that.
What, pressing? Oh?
Yeah, hitting Q as he gets the armor. He does ultimately get away with it. Oh my god, just barely. 70 HP, he lives.
I'm astounded this PA is getting away with what it is.
Yeah, there was like a really, really bad misplay from OD where actually there are a lot of skills used on creeps in this game so far. There was like a kill on Dawnbreaker that would have happened except Lifestealer accidentally opened wounds to creep, and there was a situation where OD had to withdraw back to base at a really horrible time because Kitty went uphill at an inopportune moment and then tried to put PA in jail and put a creep in jail instead. So that didn't go well. For a minute, bot trying to put a hurtin' on this Axe, who so far is ballin'. He gets a lot done with his blade mail, but you can only really do so much. Fear there was a little late. I don't think
No,
it would have
was-
mattered anyway.
That was as fast as humanly possible. You cannot use both ults at the same time.
Ah, I
Bedlam
see.
was going out, so you can't use the fear.
I forget about that, to be honest with you. It's not an interaction that I think you usually like have to deal with.
No, not really. I really hope that Lads does not go for Radiant this game.
He's going for armlets, there's that.
That's the base one. The Radiant is what I don't want to see.
Yeah. To some extent, I think it'll be fine because so much of your output in this game
He
for
does not have an armlet 13 minutes into the game. The Radiance is going to take him until 20 minutes to farm. Having
That
a
depends.
20-minute Radiance
He's queuing
in
it
this
up.
game is...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think his farm is accelerating at this point, so if he does, I think there is like a world he gets it by 20. Because right now he is just completely free farming, so that's just going to make it faster. Especially if they're able to take some objectives to help him along. Well, this is not helping his case. He probably shouldn't be the man doing that. Yeah, it's just a big old waste of his time. That is not helping that Radiance timing. You need somebody else to be doing that for you if you're in this position, I think. But all your friends are doing that a bot right now, so... Dire scan out, looking for if there's jumps on the OD. Answer is no. It's actually playing pretty passively at the moment, as if they have like a Drow and a PA at the same time or something.
I'm pretty sure that OD can kill PA and Drow with one right click, a W, and an alt right now.
That would be funny. Yeah, I would definitely like to see some smoke plays. Oh, there's Clockwork getting some. That's close to what I want. Definitely like to see some smoke play on this Dire side at this point. Like, this is a really good opportunity. Like, they don't have the blink and the axe yet, and I understand you probably want to get that really quick. He's doing a stack here. It's going to get him pretty close, but you don't have that blink dagger yet on the axe, and you'd really rather have that, but I think the OD, if you just have both of them in the same spot, that's going to be fine. Like, you just queue with the guy who comes out of the OD jail, right? Like, lads, you're too close, my friend. Now you're dead, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Just gonna get pretty far, though.
He's gonna jump into the center.
Yep.
And that basically makes him safe, because if PA jumps him, he can just stomp and
do that, yeah. Okay.
Random dagger crits, you know.
Well, that's pretty fortunate. It's a good thing that was there instead of, like, tomato or something.
No, the tomato still works. Tomato's tanky, or actually just about as tanky as the centaur. And slows instead.
That's true, but if PA gets another hit due to not being stunned and a crit comes out, it's pretty bad.
No, because
that centaur was pretty close to
died of there. He was definitely full health by that point. I don't think another crit on the centaur or on the creep matters.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dark Ace eating a nice little... Okay, there we go. Blink reveal for the axe. Just who you want to see it on. Clock... Oh, no, baby. Tries to ult the PA and misses. Just gets the Clockwork. Doesn't matter if Drow's going to just casually die, though.
A little late on the OD ult there.
Yeah. And we'll pay for it with death.
Coming in for cleaning up.
That was so sad. If that PA gets killed in that, that's fine probably, but that wasn't fine. The way it worked out, that was rough.
Yeah.
My Lifestealer going back to this tower again. Stop going to this tower, lads. It always ends the same. You just can't get this close. They're always going to be here.
You can man fight the Drow on, not the Drow, the Dawnbreaker, honestly. With just Armlet, should be fine.
Probably, it's just you won't kill her and it'll be a big stupid waste of your time. Well, let's see that happening.
Honestly, you will kill her eventually. That's why the Dawnbreaker just has to disengage if that happens.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you beat her up for a minute and then Dawnbreaker disengages and then you walk back to the jungle like you would have gone if you hadn't fought her to begin with. Basically.
True, but now she's on half health and she can't contest as easily. It's not a bad deal to just try to beat her up there. Honestly, it'll give you health back.
Well, 2 people are thinking about her here. But they won't be anymore as the Dawn just exited down to go jump on the Dark Ace.
And the likes of Radiant are scanning.
For 442 gold, no less. What a deal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Axe is very hungry. You can hear this man salivating, waiting for the opportunity to go in. Go smoke. Smoke is gone. Oh no, baby! Oh, the PA just Teflon PA just never gets hit by anything. Everyone's TPing in. I don't know if this is necessarily the guy you wanted to lead the charge here, but, you know, each his own, I guess. That Dawn is almost certainly dead. Yep.
Clockwork has, what's it called? The blade mail.
Well, that was unfortunate timing for the Lifestealer to jump out there, but it's okay in the end. And lads, for all of his troubles, made 200 gold. But in that situation, that was probably for the better.
Yeah.
And this time,
Brings him closer to his eggs. Or not eggs, the Radiance, that's the one.
it's true.
His courier's not flying out there, unfortunately.
Does he have
Dodging
the,
hook shots.
no he doesn't, okay.
He has a rage.
Yeah, it looked like he should have been silenced there, so it was interesting.
Drow was just too far away, I thought that too, but... Also, that still doesn't work if you're silenced.
I didn't think so, but it really looked like he even did the little flyback animation and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There it is.
Yeah, it's going to be about exactly 20 minutes, just as you didn't want to say.
Yeah. It's still slow.
Check out that net worth chart.
Dawnbreaker in the lead. Space
Yep.
Cow might be hitting creeps these games. That's also why you try to hit the
Radiant's bottom tower
Dawnbreaker
is
back, because the
under attack.
Dawnbreaker's also just free farming. Gonna have an eggs in no time.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
A
under
good
attack.
thing though for axe this game is the Jakiro. If the Jakiro ever decides to right click the axe, that counts as 2 attacks. It's extra spins for the
PA popping out on this back line, highly inadvisable. Not when the rest of your team isn't here yet. If Axe called the bluff, she would have been dead.
yeah, the ward there also providing vision on the high ground.
They just got the daily Dawnbreaker. They smoked immediately for it. They're actually walking away. They're walking to the Lifestealer here at mid, which is smart. You know he's unprotected right now. And he's probably just going to die in the silence. Oh, no, just barely lives. But he can't get out of the creeps. Or he can't get out of the cogs of the creep.
He fucked, the pathing fucked him. Because the cogs don't affect creeps, right? But the pathing fucked him because the creep wave is colliding, prevented him from escaping.
Radiant's bottom
So,
Oh.
a little
That
rough.
was awkward. That was awkward timing for everything involved.
Yeah. This is a little sad.
Yeah. Dark Willow used the fear at the same time Axe called at the same time as PA got Astral.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
Yeah, that is very big anti-chemistry there. I guess that there is a way this lineup can be not quite so simple. It is the potential for anti-chemistry there. You definitely
that
got to
was
be very careful about those things.
Unfortunate timing. They did get the tower though,
Dire are scanning.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Losing 3 for it, I don't know if that's worth it, but
It's really setting Axe back. This Drow was really far behind. She hasn't even really caught up much. It's just that sequence of events the last 5 minutes has been really bad for Axe. I think one thing with Axe is that it's easy to think, I think in some cases, and maybe that's what we saw here, it's like, oh, Axe has gone in, throw all your circles there. No! Don't stun the people, Axe is calling. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He wants to be hit. Like, he really wants those people to not be stunned. Now, when he's done hitting those people, or when they're done hitting him, rather, then you throw all your circles down on the ground. Then it doesn't matter anymore. But you really want to... You want to give Axe a call space in a game that looks like this. You want him to be the first one. You want him to be putting his best foot forward, I think.
Actually, the second one, but yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
22 minute radiance for the Lifestealer, because Lifestealer is the one you want to go on, or want them to go on rather, because he's tanky. He can survive a lot. Or he will.
Yeah, that is true. You do ideally want that, but as far as like the meat of the fight goes. You don't want like your real portion of a fight to start with like an Astral or something. You'd really rather it start with the Axe Call. I think that's your biggest upside. Right now, you really want the Axe Call on that PA, I think.
Unless you can guaranteed burst somebody without the Axe Call using the ODW,
Radiant are scanning.
you don't want to start with that.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a way to guarantee it without the Axe Call, that's fine, because then you can save the Axe Call for the PA.
Hurricane
the
Pike
Drow,
just came out on the OD, by the way.
Yep.
It was almost certainly going to be one of these farming agencies. I'd really be surprised if we saw the TA even like take a real battle with this. They're kind of
first item you gave me. What a
Radiant
nerd.
are scanning.
They're setting up for this.
okay. That was
that's
some good
really
bait. They do have the Dawnbreaker here pretty well, and but Dawnbreaker just used her Ags to completely ignore the delayed stun. Okay, no, it's getting bad now.
Good, bad.
2 for 2. They don't have any stuns for this, sad.
Odie. Yeah, I think it was on cooldown.
Mhm.
PA's there. With the Aegis. Could go for the axe, maybe.
So 2 for 2, 1,000 gold swing. Roughly, yeah, about 1,000 gold swing. Lifestealer going for Sanj as well as Yasha. Not going for that Ags. I think that's a pretty crucial mistake here. I think you really want to get that pretty soon. Uh-oh. Well, this is definitely the worst possible outcome. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he was even thinking going down there with everybody on his team walking away. But then, if everybody on his team was behind him, that would have been a really awesome situation. That's just another like symptom of the lack of coordination of this team. It really does not feel like these players are on the same step, just on the same level.
I don't know. What
Did Carp ever respond to you saying that he did a really good job on his first cast? Okay, you should do that before it ends.
I will. Where is Carp?
Cryptic is gonna die in the end anyway. I really thought the way all those stuns were piled up that the little ogres might help him out there, but no axe!
Which draft is game losing?
Which draft is game losing?
Dire's bottom tower
Oh, in the pool said, I'm happy to hear that this draft is game losing. Cryptic told us after that, didn't it? I don't... Are you talking about your PA mid?
Oh man, Axe is so screwed. Just went from 100 to 0 instantly. This is just like Bizarro land. It really feels like it shouldn't be going this bad for Axe, but he's just increasingly irrelevant, though. This is like a really big catch here. They can get it. Good instincts putting OD in the Astral there. Lifestealer coming into the back of the fight. This could be huge. Yep, PA gone down. So they did actually get to use that Aegis after all. How about that?
My question to you is, why did you go first item DK? Like, I understand you need it, but first item? At least get your Desolator.
So, 3-for-1 trade there. The Axe going down sucks, but it's definitely a sign. If there's one thing we're seeing here, it's that, and I think this is something people kind of underestimate this hero in this capacity. This Lifestealer can, like, go toe-to-toe with you now. He's, like, done. He's ready. I think
he's tanky, as I said. Yeah, has a really hard time killing him. They have a really hard time killing each other because he's tanky as shit. He's got 22 armor without the armlet active, which is like another 6 armor, and he's got 30% mischance. Technically 2 15% mischances, but it rounds up.
You know, I think there's like a misconception sometimes that Lifestealer is this like big in-game, like long-term hero, but no, this guy is very tempo, and at this point he can go. Like, as long as he doesn't just get immediately squashed by the 2 P1s on the enemy team, like...
And he got a Paladin sword that's even more lifesteal.
Then he can absolutely make things happen.
Increasing.
Axe got a BKB, he'll never let that happen again.
You're not wrong about the damage coming from the Drow. She was just so behind in the early game that at this point in the game, I mean, at this point in the game, she's probably.
Oh
probably
no!
out of this.
Oh no, baby! Axe has jumped right past this Dawnbreaker, but it's fine, maybe?
Yeah.
This is a lot better. That stun coming out right when it needs to. And the Dawnbreaker is going to take a very casual spill. The OD, no OD, use your Astral! Oh man, what was the holdup?
That's fine.
Yeah, ultimately it's fine anyway. They DP in time, but OD could have just soloed her.
I mean, I don't think the Drow gets away from that anyway. The silence ends and she just ults and Drow dies. Yeah, Drow is just really far behind in the early game and is really struggling now due to all the damage.
Yeah, she's second place in the net worth chart, but this is just such a bad Drow game that it's rough
Let's see
anyway.
the Drow item?
Sure.
Aye, second item Ags.
Well, that's sad. Cryptic just gets looked at and he dies.
Yeah, no, I can see how you'd think the Drow would be fine. She was the last of the cores, and by the end of like the 20-minute mark, which she's caught up now, which is really impressive.
I mean, I think the key thing with Drow is with Drow you really need people standing in front of her. It's just it's hard to do that for so long in this game. Dawnbreaker is like kinda tanky, but she's like a Baden in that she's really more tanky through skills. If she's not doing stuff, she's not tanky. Not really. She's a little bit more than average, but she's not gonna win even like a man fight with the axe with all this stuff on cooldown, right? Like. And the PA is certainly not going to do the job. The PA is pretty much as brittle as the Drow is. So anytime anybody can get their hands on her, and I would argue for pretty much the whole game this is going to be the case. I don't really see an exit point for it. Drow's pretty much just always going to go down.
Yeah, if we click on Dawn for a second, I want to see Dawn items. I feel like Dawn might have needed BKB.
Goodbye, Dawnbreaker.
Although, she did go for the reactive build. But yeah, you can't, as the P. Here's what you do, you just get the clockwork to go in every fight.
There you go.
You
get the clockwork to go in every fight, every hook shot must be a god shot. Hey, most of the hooks have been good, no two ways about that. I think Tristero has had a better than worse game on the clockwork, as far as that's concerned. Oh, Blystealer, my man, okay. Once again, just so far from where his team's at. I don't know what this guy's doing here at all. It's very far. Just pushing out this wave, I guess. Just doesn't feel like he can get to either of the two other guys, or two other parts of his team, but very disjointed games. Definitely feels like the time you want to be 5-manning hard as this lineup. Like, you don't want to be screwing around here, or else this will happen.
You know what, I am not going to look at your build. Because I'm probably just going to cry if I see your build. I have like 150.
Who is I assume that's in the pool?
In the pool is talking about his PA.
It's BKB Fresh Deso, and is getting something that involves a Sacred Relic. I assume that's Nully.
The Nullifier, yeah. I'm not going to complain about the Nullifier. It's actually a really good pick.
Drow just lost like half her HP bar just on the Axe Blade Mail.
Yep.
They tried to get the OD, he lived, but only for a mere moment, and then went down. The awkward, disjointed fight from the Dire here. Just another one of these just bad coordination fights, there's no two ways to put it. If that fight turned out, if that fight had been orchestrated better on the Dire, I don't think they lose it. Instead, they lose 3-0. Like, the Willow wasn't there at all, the Lifestealer wasn't there at all, and there's really no reason at this point he should be anywhere but with the team, or with the team anywhere but with him, frankly. He's got his whole SNY, he's going for AC next. They did his Tormentor, he's going to do their T3 bot. Because I guess it's pretty hard to stop him from doing this. This is pretty good game sense on the part of lads. You just saw them doing their Tormentor. He knows they're all 5 bot. He knows that if they TP to him, he can just immediately infest and get away. Unless they all come and they're not interested. Yeah, okay, actually, he got the entire T3 and some wax on the barracks before he had to leave. That is pretty good, and now he just gets 2 TP to this fight, and currently in progress, where they just slapped Brion and lost nothing. Not slapped Brion, slapped Tristero. Brion is the one who lived, and in fact did the slapping. Just had to check Discord, because I was worried that, that Platt was dead. This is not the Roche. There we go, this is your Roche tour. OD takes Aegis, that's probably for the best. Not OD the axe for sure, I don't think the Lifestealer needs it at this point. Axe has the Voodoo Mask. Going for Bloodstone here. Build on Clockwork, he's got Solar Crest, he's got a drum, most of Bongo Boots I guess, and he's doing what now? He's got a very interesting item queued up.
We're not gonna... We're not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, true. True. It's just that's his Make-A-Wish. That's his Make-A-Wish dream present. Oh man, Dark Ace just almost died to the draw alone there. Slightly mispositioned Roche's banner, you hate to see it. Gonna stun the OD. They're immediately just gonna pop this OD like a tomato. Axe falls. OD did actually live that, but not for long. Did respawn in the ice, actually just dies immediately. Okay. This is, Can't improve. Oh. Well, Rubik almost got out of there. 4 for nothing, really 5 for nothing trade, because he got the double kill on the OD. That didn't look very good.
Yeah. This Drow's now top net worth.
Hooray!
And they've got a 7k lead, which is astounding considering how far ahead the Razzle Dazzle has been ahead all game.
Yeah. Well, 4,000, actually 5,000 of that came from that fight. It was a 2k net worth lead until then.
True. Lads,
so that was a huge swing.
2 gauntlets of strength in your inventory. It's 300 gold right there. Or 200 gold.
Dire's bottom tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Just so awkward. Another one of those just awful awkward fights. Just the way that started with OD just immediately eating everything, Axe trying to call but not being able to do that, just didn't BKB quite in time. Just ugh. Ugh. It makes you go ugh. It's that gross sensation in the back of your throat. Well, they're gonna stop the catapults from doing any major damage here, so there's that at least. Lad's probably just playing it right. Just, I think compared to last game, I think Lad's definitely has a better game plan on the Lifestealer here. Slow start, awkward slow start, but since then it's felt more like the team's failing to coordinate with him more than him failing to coordinate the team. If I'm being honest. Yeah. BA's gonna just walk up to him here. And he's gonna hit Q, walk away. Actually, he's gonna say, why do I need to care? And then he's gonna walk around in circles a few times. And then well, I was gonna say the PA is going to die, but the PA is actually gonna live thanks to this stupid Dawnbreaker ult. And that was horrible timing for Lads. Oh no, baby! This is not the first time that's happened. Doesn't really matter that much though, as
Crowd was bye-bye.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he almost died as well. Spice Cowboy's just beating Kitty's ass.
Nope, never mind. The ass beating has ceased, but in the pool got an ultra kill anyway.
But in the pool got an ultra kill.
Amateur.
That goes so much about. That's so unfortunate. If Lifestealer doesn't pop out until after that Dawnbreaker ult is done, that is a very different fight. You probably should have just stayed in the axe, honestly.
Yeah.
Stayed in him, tried to give him a little bit more time to live.
Dire's
Well, Odie completed the Ags. Odie is now twice as tanky in these fights.
Yeah, and that was a
Gives
pretty
OD
big performance.
70% of current mana as a shield anytime you go below 30% health. For like 20 seconds too, it's not anything small.
13k net worth advantage now for the Radiant.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Heroes are now coming back up. They had to be grateful with the T3. Roche is not going to be up for another hour and a half, so that's certainly not going to be an option. Dark Willow Axe queued up. Axe has finished his Bloodstone.
Yep, AoE bonus.
Yep.
And lifesteal.
It's very confusing just looking at it when Bloodstone in my head is like the weird mana battery thing, but
yep.
It is not that anymore.
It doesn't actually give mana anymore, yeah.
It's like the item they know least what to do with. It's like every year, Bloodstone is a totally different item that has nothing in common with its older incarnations except the way you build it, basically.
A new iteration every season, yeah.
Lads will not get rid of these stupid gauntlets of strength.
God damn it, lads.
Going for MKB. And can't do that, lads. You gotta go with the Ags.
No, the MKB's not too bad here. It allows him to beat into
It's not too bad, but the way this game is going, it's just not conducive to it. And OD is just gonna die here. Just gets caught in the GG jungle.
Oh.
Help Arise was just way too late.
Going to Hex on OD next. That'll be big.
That kind of rhymes. They found the axe, but they managed to TP out in time.
Drow Silence cancels TP? Question mark.
One can only dream.
Can only dream.
Yeah, they're just gonna watch the Rax die.
You can't do too much about it at the moment. Honestly, I kind of want the axe to jump on the PA.
Like this, you mean?
Like that exactly.
Kind of an awkward time to jump up for the lifestealer, but it worked out just fine.
It worked out perfectly.
The Drow did just take the mid-Rax. Jakiro nearly got out, but was hoisted by his own ice path. Bye-bye, Jakiro.
Lifestealer, the slow and insidious death man. There's an attack chasing Drew. Where is it? I can see it on the health bar. Watch it. It's a Dark Willow attack. It's probably already hit.
Probably, yeah. MKB? Well, no, he didn't finish MKB. He just sold his stupid gauntlets. It'll be up pretty soon. Yeah, he's almost there.
Although
He doesn't
the
want
Javelin helped him that fight. Because he was hitting the PA and he hit him like 3 times in a row. Successfully.
There you go. He's gonna walk up here.
Maceless Void is back.
Oh man, they don't have the OD there, and they're just gonna buy back and kill them all.
No, I think we'll save
take the
buyback
range.
exchange for half a lane of Rax. Haha, Rubik laughing, my dick is bigger than yours.
I was meant to have this.
In Minecraft, of course.
Of course, yeah. Mindbreaker out on the OD.
It's a pretty good item.
Yeah, good thing to find, especially at this point. That BKB on PA down to 6 seconds at this point, so. Who win in a fight, Torment or Roche?
Basher and Nullifier. Roche is up in 26 seconds. Let's see if they stick around long enough to find it.
They got scanned out.
And there's the Radiance.
Yeah.
Smoke broken on Crypt.
Wasn't actually, yeah, it wasn't really broken.
Oh, the cloak. That's why it was not smoke, it was invisible.
Yep. So who was it? That was dieback on Jakiro, by the way. It was PA that tried to TP into that, so she's going to be unavailable for this.
Yep.
We're probably just going to have to watch this happen.
Yeah. The old one does give movement speed. How broken would it be with a Dark Road talent that allows you to hit everything in an AoE with Bedlam be?
The way you describe it, it just makes it sound like how bad would it be if Bedlam just did what Bedlam does?
No.
I know what you mean, but the way you described it, it kind of sounds like that.
Bedlam hits a single target that is while it's dancing around you. What if it hit everything around you instead of just a single hit around you? Like, would that be broken as shit?
It'd be funny. Speaking of Willow Ags has come out now. So now has that fun thing to use. Wisdom Rune is here. The Tormentor goes to jail!
It heals in that kitty.
And Willow not only has her Ags, but now also has her shard as well, so she just got like 5,000 gold, basically.
It's a really fun shard, especially against people who don't currently have their BKB up.
Like me!
Yeah. Because you just create a shit ton of brambles, and then it creates a circle around them where they can't escape.
Illusion.
Like, you just create even more brambles. It's fun to watch.
AC up on the Life Stealer.
He's had that for a while.
It's true.
Radiant
Just I've only noticed it now. That's the difference.
It is still up, though.
The
PA
Abysmal Blade has been finished on PA to join her Nullifier, which I didn't really call when that came out. Mostly just going to be, I think for the supports. I don't know if does it interact with the ODX thing?
I don't believe it's dispellable. Actually, wait, no, it is. Shit.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Wait, no,
Everyone's
that's
very
a
scared of
strength
these
roll.
Drow illusions. Everybody is
Mouse over
very...
it again?
Everybody's pop... Huh?
Mouse over OD passive.
Sure thing.
It doesn't say whether it's...
No,
okay,
it rarely
I don't
does.
I don't think it's dispellable.
The Timber Thaw Eggs doesn't specify in its thing either, for the record, and that definitely is. In fact, the Timber Thaw passive actually explicitly lies because it says it's not dispellable, but it's actually just the regular passive version of the ability is not dispellable, whereas the active is very dispellable.
Yeah, no, it's just saying that the stacks aren't dispellable. That's what that's saying.
OD... Not posturing with the team here. OD has decided to posture with the team, I believe out of fear of being caught, but it's not where that lineup is. It's really a massive disadvantage for Vision at this point on the Dire. They're really pretty blind at what Radiant is doing at any time, really. So everyone's having to play incredibly safely because nobody knows where anybody is. Where anybody...
Yeah, looking it up, Nullifier does not dispel.
Oh, that's good. I think in a situation like this, I think one of the things you really need to think about is smoking out a basis for Vision, just so you can know when you have to be this safe. Because if they had known everybody just standing in triangle hadn't camped for the last minute or two, then like nobody would be cowering at the barracks, but everyone kind of had to be. I think in a situation like that, I think it is very acceptable to just go out and take that look. AC finished on the Dawnbreaker. Axe lost the 1v1 with the P8. It is truly over.
Yeah, you did have
dear. Axe is back though.
Axe did buy back. Yeah.
Going to try and stop this. Oh man, OD just got caught in the middle of no man's land. That's so bad. Another just of these horrific looking disjointed fights. Lifestealer has the cheese.
Lifestealer does have the cheese. Oh, but he backpacked his MKB. Backpack the armlet, sir. Oh, he's popping it. That's a redundant pop. Backpack the armlet for it, sir.
Should've just gone to spawn, honestly. Dawnbreaker, going to regret hitting that building, I think.
PA's now getting her ass
Oh
beat.
man. It'll be fine. Clockwork coming in to make a mess of this affair. Axe is back. Big call with the two supports, but is not really going to mean anything. They just take out the nobody. Actually, it's over.
I back. No, Lifestealer's alive.
That's true. I don't think this game is winnable, but he is definitely back.
If they kill Drow or PA here, things might happen.
That's true. There are no buybacks, but nobody is willing to do that. Nobody knows that there's no buybacks.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be, unfortunately, one of these situations where I just call this game completely out of reach and just speed it up. Oh. Rashawn's banner just left there as an offering. MKB out now on the PA.
Yep, finished it off.
Why is it just sitting there? Oh, because Dark Ace has a completely full inventory.
Sell this deck, nerd. When
Well,
does
going
Minoy
from
play?
Richard.
4 seasons ago, guys.
Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Also, hello, Geist. Not a name I expected to show up for this, I must say.
Didn't he get bananaed?
Minoy, yeah, he's banned.
Yeah.
PA getting Hex, or PA, OD, getting Hex somewhat soon. I don't think, at this point,
This
not-
Lifestealer looks so silly when he runs. Because he's 528 movement speed permanently, because of Aviana's Feather. What did he just... Oh, he sold his armlet, but look at that.
In fairness, this footage is also sped up. There's still a fairy fire. An offering worthy of the House of Ernest.
Minoy got into a fight with Greg, and Greg...
No,
gave him
Minoy
the
got into a
hammer.
fight with Scrub, and Greg banned him for it.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Okay, let's, whoa. Let's take this fight at 1x speed.
Yeah.
Axe is just completely hammered here.
Yeah, Minoy got into a fight with Scrub and got booted permanently.
Immediate triple kill on the part of Drow Ranger. It is the overest game ever.
Yeah.
Ultra
Oh,
kill.
Rampage. Rampage. Oh, this is a DD Drow, that's why she did so much damage.
No Rampage.
And the pool steals the Rampage.
OD says GG. Good luck next game. And that's it. This
Terrible person.
doofy PA mid won.
How? I don't... why?
Well, I mean, let's just start with the most important thing. The coordination on this team was dog water. It was horrible. The execution was just...
It was mega ass.
It was among the worst executed games I've seen in my time casting LD2L. Like there have been some really rough teams. I mean, we've seen like the Ruskell gaming team in season 13 that had some really rancid execution sometimes. The Lone Wolf team always from a few seasons ago always had that really rough execution, all the cores just going somewhere different, doing something else. But this is like, oh, what a mismatch this is. Everybody's playing a very different game of Dota. It feels like nobody is really on the same page. Fights are just so awkward. There's just so many times where there's just like, for want of just one call, you know what I mean? Like one person saying one thing changes a fight, and it just doesn't come out. You can definitely feel that there's a very big doctrinal difference between some of these cores as well. Like, in particular, Kitty definitely just feels like she's playing her own game. It does not feel like Kitty is playing the same game of Dota 2 as the other people on her team, and that's kind of the unfortunate person to be really out of step. Right? Like, both these games had a very similar phenomenon of, oh, things are looking a little better, things are looking a little better, and then Kitty just kind of dies somewhere out of nowhere. Usually the same place actually. Kitty dies in the GG jungle out of nowhere. Like, it was rough. Which isn't to say it's all on the coordination. There are some other things, like Lifestealer not getting the Ags was just a major faux pas. Like, this is such a necessary Ags game. You really needed it here, and it just never came out. Really hated to see it. I thought the Axe execution was rough. In the end, I think his team kind of had as much to do with that as he did, if I'm being honest with you. But the Axe just didn't come out. It was such a good-looking Axe game, and what a shame to see put such potential down the drain, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it would have. It was a bit of a rough game for them.
But I think most importantly of all, the biggest thing to it is just like strategically. I was going to talk about this last time. It definitely needs to be said, but not about this. This should be the best team in this season, right? Like, maybe I'm crazy here. This should be the best team in this season, but it's just that coordination factor that's really keeping them behind. Like, they do not deserve to be 0-4 right now. They shouldn't be. There's no world where they should be 0-4 right now, right? But it's that
Except they
rough
are.
coordination factor that's just keeping them down. If they were all together on the same page, if we didn't see these parts in this game where you have like 3 guys running around and one guy over here and one guy over here at a time where they need to be 5-manning, you know what I mean? If we didn't see kind of the opposite in first game where everybody is trying to hold hands and do these big early game team fights when you've got like the alchemist who's like behind, who's walking across the entire planet to get 200 gold in a fight or whatever, like, if you had better coordination, I think they just win this game, and I think there's just no two ways about it. I don't think that.
Guys, this was from this recent Sunday.
Yeah. This is the new gimmick of this season. Is we are doing the go to ld2l.gg to see that. We are doing the replay casts live here. So
Yeah. It's a new thing this season. Randy's not here for the aftercast, so you got me instead.
Mm-hmm. We got Plat here.
Currently platinum. Geiston knows who that is, so obviously not Plat, but I am currently platinum.
No. Obviously Plat. But yeah.
Obviously Plat.
I do think there was that is not to say it was just a complete fall apart on the part of Razzle Dazzle, but definitely compared to the first game, it definitely did feel like that a little bit more. It felt like there was more messing around on the part of the Cirque du Soleil this time. There were definitely a few throw tier moments, and I mean, look at this draft. Am I doing a bunch of casts in a row? Not anymore. There's only 8 teams this season actually, so there's not that many to do anyway.
Plat, Dota,
but
yeah, no, this is we're doing I think usually 2 per week.
Yeah, usually.
Well, he does the live one on the thing, and then.
And then we do the requested replays. The teams request replays in a channel on the server, and if you request it, I do it. So, Anyway, I hope you enjoy my little Tinkbot thing, by the way. But anyway, yeah. That isn't to say there weren't some good moments. I think people are going to probably start banning a lot of Dawnbreaker against this team. I think that was probably really the backbreaker here. If that Dawnbreaker had not gotten through, I don't think this works. Even with the bad execution on the part of Razzle Dazzle, just every fight that Dawnbreaker was able to, if something went wrong, the Dawnbreaker reset it. Nothing ever stopped it. Nothing ever did anything about it. Nothing ever did anything about that. Axe's BlueJay? No, Axe's Lava. BlueJay's out this week. He's a captain, but he is him being stood in for. And that does probably have something to do with the coordination issues. It's just him being out. He's a captain. He's probably calling the plays most of the time, if I'm guessing. I don't know how vocal Lava is.
He's pretty vocal.
But even if he is vocal, he hasn't played with this team before. He doesn't really know the dynamic and all that. So, yeah. I don't know. This shouldn't have happened.
See, Geist, you'd probably get a kick out of Cryptic's original team name was Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, Greg didn't let it happen though, even though Kyrix gave him the gay word pass. But yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of these sad games where it's like you look at it, and I feel like this happens to Space Cowboy a lot. I feel like I'm saying it about him specifically, so I hope he doesn't feel too bad about it. But this is definitely one of these games where I feel like Razzle Dazzle lost it more than pitching tense. Cirque du Soleil won it. Which isn't to say they did bad. I think they did all right. I think it was a competent game. I think especially the Dawnbreaker came out very well. There were some pretty good Jakiro ults. I think in the pool played PA in this very aggressive way that he needed to this game. I think if he tried to play a more traditional game, if he tried to fight Krem for the honor of being P1. It wouldn't have worked out. It shouldn't have worked out anyway, to be honest with you. But in the world where it can work out, he did what he needed to do, and he happened to live in that world, weirdly enough. And that's all I got to say about that.
People, and it fucking worked, and I hate it.
Somebody needs to start coordinating things on this team. Maybe BlueJay needs to be really strong in the play calls when he gets back. I don't know. But somebody really needs to get all these guys on the same page. Somebody needs to be watching those maps and making sure everybody's in the right spot when they're supposed to be. Somebody needs to say, lads, go back. You don't need to be a part of this fight. Somebody needs to say, lads, be here. You need to be a part of this fight. Somebody needs to say, guys are split up. We shouldn't be on their side of the map right now. Somebody needs to say, we shouldn't be all going uphill. And we certainly shouldn't be all standing on each other if we do go uphill. So axe you go uphill or whatever. We need guys saying that on this team. It is so clear. This is a boat sailing without a rudder. And it should be, this should be the big bad one. This should be the big bad battleship sinking everybody else in the waters. But so far, they're kind of floundering. I don't think it's hopeless, though. These guys, I think, despite this bad opening, I think they're still the guys who can win it. The guys who should win it if they get it all together, really. That's my position. If they can get on...
have a really good shot of winning it.
If they get on the same page, if they get over this coordination issue and they start looking out for each other, they start playing like a team, they will win. If they don't, this will keep happening. And I think that's all there is to say about that. What do you have to say, Platt?
Platt Gaming.
Platt Gaming. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get in this season, but stand-ins are always needed. I don't know if they'll take instantly, but hey, stand-ins are always needed. The queues are popping everywhere you look, and this is happening all the time. And hey, you never know. Somebody might quit the season, and you might get installed to replace them. We've actually already had one person leave. Mount quit this week. So, somebody might even leave. And with that all being said, we'll see you this Sunday for whatever game I decide to choose.